What's going on, guys? It's Nick Wright from NWB, and I am I've been dieting for about 6 or 7 weeks and about 10 weeks out from my show right now. Now, I may not be doing the show in June. I may actually push it back and do a later show in the summertime. It all depends whether or not I am where I want to be by the time June comes around. So, needless to say, I have lost a lot of body fat. I'm down to about 171 pounds at about 5'7", and I've been getting a lot of requests for particularly back workouts. Now, I feel like I've done the most back workout videos out of all the muscle groups. I have individual back workouts. I have some videos breaking down specific back exercises. So I figured I'd actually kill two birds with one stone and give you guys a mix of both tonight. I'm going to go over every single exercise that I like the best for building a wide, thick back. And then I'm going to show you my actual working sets right afterwards. So you're going to see how I do it, why I do what I do. Then you're going to see exactly how I incorporate my own style into each one, including a little bit of cheat repetitions and forced repetitions, etc. So keep in mind, I'm always going to do about 3 to 4 sets total. Sometimes that includes a warm-up set. You may only see my first and my final set. When most people use a pull down, they use a very wide grip and they pull right out to their sides like this. But that's actually going to hit the top of your back. It's actually going to hit your teres, right underneath the shoulder blades. That's not going to target your lats. What you want to do is get your grip much, much closer together, and you want to pull it down in front of you, elbows driving downward right into the front of you, and it's going to be almost like a pullover motion more than a pull down motion. This is going to fire up your lats. Chris Cormier, the IFBB professional legend in bodybuilding, actually got to show me this on camera out in Venice Beach, California. That video's right up here. For more detail, check that out. I always use a suicide grip on this bar. It helps take your forearms out of it, helps take your arms out of it. You want it to be all back isolation. Keep your butt far out on the seat, not tucked way under. Eight to 12 reps. Barbell rows are my absolute favorite back exercise, and back hems will be one of my best features on stage. I have plenty of my weak points, but I've managed to build up a good back, and barbell rows have been my staple throughout the last 7 years of competing. I have a great video on rows in general, bent over rows using free weights. You can check that out right here, the perfect dumbbell rows. But for barbell row, you basically just apply everything I go over in that video, but with a bar. Grip just outside your shoulder width, butt out, chest out, keep your head up. Bend your knees a little bit, almost like a squat. You want the bar to come down just below your knees, and as you row it up, don't just roll it up to your chest, roll it back into your belt buckle, so your elbows are going back into your sides and not outward. Going outward is going to target your rear delts. Bringing it back into your belt buckle, keeping your arms into your sides, is going to target your lats. When it comes to deadlifts or any other power movement, I'm all about just raw grip and chalk. But barbell rows is a repetitive up and down motion meant to target your lats specifically. So don't shortchange your back, which is a much bigger muscle than your forearms, by shortchanging your reps because you can't get enough of them with raw grip. Go ahead and use straps for this. All the best backs you'll see wearing straps no matter how strong they are. I also use a belt just for these because your back is pinned in a bent over position. If your butt out and your chest is out, your posture should be good enough to keep you safe, but just for a movement like this, a belt's always a good idea. Friendly shout out to Lowbliner. I saw Mark Lowbliner rowing this weight just a couple of days out from his competition, which is a whole other level of impressive. So I'm not quite there yet, but rocking 171 pounds, getting shredded up. I'll work on catching up to that. Final set. I incorporate a little bit of a cheat motion into this. I do not recommend this if you're just beginning or just learning this exercise. Once you've been doing it for a while, you learn how to do what they call cheat sets, and they can be very beneficial. It's almost the same principle as Olympic lifting, a little bit of extra momentum. As long as you still get a good squeeze and you're in control in the negative, it'll still fire up those deep, thick muscle fibers. Again, just know what you're doing so you can remain safe while you do it. That was sloppy as I've ever seen. But I feel good. Felt the contraction, felt the stretch. My back feels absolutely fine, so wasn't pretty, but also not as strong as it was a few months ago. T-bar rows are literally the free weight version of that seated cable row you see everybody doing. You're going to need a V-handle, you're going to need your bar weighed down by some sort of dumbbell chain or weight at the end of it, because it tends to rise up after about 3 plates or so. So what you're going to do is you're going to be bracing your legs right about at the base of your weights. You're going to hook this under the bar, and you really want to focus on pulling up with the back of your hand, right where your pinky knuckle is. Put the most grip into that area. That's going to allow you to, once again, pull back into your belt buckle. This exercise is amazing. It's an older exercise used by the old golden generation of bodybuilding. It really, really brings out the thickness and that incredible center back mass. It's going to really fire up your lats all the way up through your traps. This is definitely a backbone to your back workouts. And I actually haven't done this exercise in a long, long time. So I'm going to sit back with it. If you lean forward too much, you're going to end up pulling the bar forward, and it's going to rise up and back. I typically warm up with 3 plates. Some people can warm up with more, some people can warm up with a lot less. Don't worry about the weight, go by the feel of it. That's the most important part. Make sure it's working for you. Ooh, easy weight, warm up. Numbers don't even exist. It's just the earth spinning fast enough to try to pull some metal towards it. That's it. Let's go, babe. Whew. Good stretch all the way down. Nice contraction at the top. You're not going to get a whole lot of range of motion in this exercise compared to the dumbbell rows and the barbell rows. Whew, but it counts. So I typically begin my back workout with some sort of pull-up, pull-down motion to generally warm up my joints and warm up my back, get it fired up and ready to go. Then I throw in 2 major heavy compound free weight movements into the mix as my backbone of my workout. And I'll always finish off with usually a 4th exercise being either a cable or some sort of a machine, whether it's hammer strength machine or the machine like you see behind me with the stacked plates. And that's usually just as a final burnout to really finish off and fatigue the lats. However, today, being so dieted down, being this close to show, I feel pretty good, especially since I threw in 2 major, heavy compound movements that I haven't done in a long time. So it's definitely going to do a number on my back, and I think I'm going to call it a day as far as the lat movements go. I always finish off my back workout with deadlifts. They're an amazing strength exercise, power exercise, and just overall staple for growing some thick muscle mass. Excellent detail in everything from the hams to the butt to the lower back until you get that ripped Christmas tree look, and just overall the traps. They top off your entire physique, and they're amazing for strength and power. Anyway, deadlifts, I have a video right here really breaking down deadlifts for you guys. Beginners or intermediate, there's a lot of tips that may change up your entire style. You may see better results from. Watch that video. But for the basics, you want to be either in socks or in some sort of weightlifting shoe. I posted the other day on NWB, I have the Nike 6.0s. Those are amazing for weight training, flat as can be, and very light. So you want to have all the weight on your heels, your butt out, your chest out, your head level, and you want to drag the bar against your shins. As soon as you get to your kneecaps, don't pull up with your back, instead drive forward with your hips, hip thrust. Flex your booty as you do this, and then bring it back down, dragging against your legs. That's a deadlift. I do sets of 6, and I pyramid my way up. For actual power training, literally make these 45s. Looks like a 35. Ugh. Whew. Feels good. 405. Raw, 6 reps, unless I miscounted. I'm out of it. But about 171 pounds to add it down, so still feeling pretty decent. So 174.6 with shoes and full-on sweat gear on. We did about 10 to 12 sets for the back workout, plus a pyramid of deadlifts at the end. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and everybody, I appreciate you watching, subscribing, commenting, and liking, and just sharing your positivity to help spread the sport out from the bottom of my heart. That's what this whole entire channel, that's what Nick Wright Bodybuilding, or NWB, is all about. So, again, feel free to go on the Nick Wright Bodybuilding Facebook page and either hit me up for questions, discussions, or just share your own footage and videos on there. I want to get bodybuilding out there. And if you feel like buying one of the team shirts, the new red ones, I customized it myself and took the sleeves off. But if you feel like buying them, the link is in the info box. Just repping the team that's spreading the sport out. Thanks for watching, everybody. At least go ahead and subscribe. Leave some positivity. I'll see you soon.